Sorrow burned through Lilac's body like a plague as they sat by the bed, clutching Relva's hand. Not long after they married, Relva fell ill. They couldn't figure out what it was, be it a rare disease or the side effect of something Relva made in their research. Perhaps it was the many trading an eye for an eye. Revenge for Lilac's betrayal and Relva telling the Watch about their crimes. It didn't matter anymore. None of it did. Lilac had found life, passion, love, and it was all being stolen by the cruel machinations of an empty world. They could feel Relva slipping further away. It was clear this moment would be their last. And Lilac couldn't bear for it to end. Time was nothing to a fae. A second could stretch into eternity. So why was this all ending so quickly? All Lilac could do is watch as a breath left Relva one last time. For so long now, Lilac's heart was hers, and in that moment it was gone. A pain rang through them like the cold steel of the sickle's dagger was back in their chest, twisting endlessly. Lilac held Relva's body, weeping. They couldn't let go. So much was left unsaid, so many lessons left untaught, so many songs left undanced to. What were they supposed to do now? They wouldn't let go. If all that would be left of Relva was her memory.
Then I'll make sure everyone remembers her.
They would carry her face, her heart, her memory. They would continue the work she held so dear. They'd learned so much from them in the years together. They'd fallen in love with the craft as Relva had. They would be one, as they had been all this time. The university air was busy, humming with thoughts and voices. Important. Everyone carrying purpose and substance. It was welcoming. All the people bustling and hustling, learning, teaching. It had been too long since Relva had been back here.
Ah, Miss Kyvia! Miss Kyvia!
A stuffy gnomish man hustled over to Relva as she looked across the atrium. He carried a book almost as big as he was. It felt almost oppressive.
Ah, Dr. Fitzwilliam. It's good to see you again.
Fitzwilliamst. But, yes, it has been some time. I heard that you and your partner were unwell. My deepest condolences for, Ms. Lilac.
Thank you. I miss them greatly, but they're with me always. I felt it was time to return to work, though.
Of course, of course. I was actually hoping to discuss something with you. A student of mine has taken an interest
I'm sorry. I would love to entertain this more, but for the moment, I just need to settle in. I'm still not quite myself. And I think this would be more beneficial when I can dedicate more time to it.
Understood. I'll come and find you during office hours tomorrow, perhaps.
It didn't take long for Relva to fall back into the normal routines, teaching classes, reviewing her notes from previous studies and experiments, continuing to live her life as she searched for her next thesis topic. Nobody seemed to even notice or care that her eyes were now lilac.
Good evening, Miss Kyvia. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, it's fine. I was just planning my next thesis.
Oh, very exciting. What are your plans?
Haven't quite decided yet. I just know it's going to be big.